Gotta say, my Zoom is getting like a good use of my monthly fee. I've done seriously like, I don't know, 20 Zooms this week. It's been just crazy. So welcome everyone that got on here. So you were invited from one of these lovely ladies on here to let you know a little bit more about what we're doing. So we're finally ready to launch. You know, it has been a crazy 9 days for us because we all, you know, we had, yeah, Zoom Rockstar. Thank you. Thank you. We all 9 days ago heard the news that our, you know, business was closing, and it was awful. Like I sort of say, like last week, you know, we were all like, woo, getting ready to go to celebration. Then they're like, oh, we're changing it. It's going to be a retreat. And we're like, woo, but we're still, you know, and then boom. And we got the news, and there was no like, there's nothing. It was like, we're closing, and, you know, the end of August, you're done. That's it. And, you know, so all of us are mourning. I want you to know first that, like, what a week. And we've been mourning the loss of our company, and then having new opportunities come our way. And like all of you, probably your feed is blowing up with people reaching out to you. And yeah. And it's crazy, right? It's a crazy time. So I need to tell you kind of how this came about for us so you can understand, because it's kind of a crazy thing. So I have heard of this company and been following them for about 2.5 years, and they're awesome. And how I found out about them is I was up one morning, or probably up one late night, either or, watching a live feed on Facebook of a network. Oh, Tanya's people bringing her food. God, I wish you lived near me. I would love to have food right now. Oh, any food. Thanks, I'm okay. My mom's like, what do you need? Okay, 2 years ago, so I'm watching this live stream of these amazing rock star network marketing women. It was like women in Vegas, and two of them really connected to me, and I was like, oh, am I recording this? Yes, I am. And I was like, oh my gosh. So two of them I started following. One's with Isagenix, and she's really wicked. She's just so positive and awesome, and I just love following her because it just makes me feel good, and it makes me realize how I want to run my business. And then the other one was for this company. So I friended her on Facebook, started following her, following some of the other people that were involved with the company and watching 2.5 years ago. Now, at that time, you know, I wasn't ready to leave. I just was kind of like interested, and I love their marketing plan. I love their business plan. I loved everything. And one night, somehow I got like an thing on her feed about that she was doing an opportunity call. So I listened in because I was like, this is cool. And I was like, oh, it's all awesome. It's all awesome. But again, I wasn't going anywhere. And at that time, I was really building my business on social media. And, you know, we had a year, I promoted 5 directors, and things were great. And I was kind of like, I'm just going to do some of the things that they're doing with my clients, with my team, and do it my own way, right? So then when, you know, we heard the news that we were closing, I was like, holy crap. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a single mom. I have 3 boys, and I can't be without an income for 1 month, let alone 4 to 6 months, right? So for me, it's really important that I found something soon. I also know that my team is waiting for me, and my team, even if I could wait that long, they can't. So I felt a sense of obligation towards my team, and I have a really big team. And so I reached out to a direct sales coaching friend of mine who knows everyone in the industry, and she's very unbiased because she works with all companies and all comp plans and everything. And I said to her, hey, we're closing. It hadn't yet been formally announced, but I had heard. And I'm looking for a new company, a new home. And she said, what do you want? And I said, I want a consumable product. I want a broader product line than we had. I want the ability to be in more countries than just my own. I want a social savvy company, like someone like, you know, that they get social media and they realize how important it is in today's day and age, which it is. That's how most people do their business now, but still will have the face-to-face component for my team, right? Because I have a lot of girls that do parties. And I said I wanted longevity, not a startup. And I wanted good leaders with, you know, that I could get in with. She's like, have you been looking? And I said, well, I've been following this company for like 2 years, and I really like them. And I told her, and she was like, oh my gosh, that is exactly who I was going to tell you to hook up with. So she right away connected me with this woman who I love to pieces, who basically my 2 leaders now they were with LuLaRoe, and they walked away from like really big paychecks because they saw the potential in the company, and also they were looking for a bit different business plan similar to us. And so that's how I got connected. That day, she reached out to me and she was like, okay, tell me about your team, your business size. And I told her, and then she phoned me and she's like, can you fly in on Monday? And I was like, holy, sure. Because I was going to go to Celebration anyways this week. And then she said, I asked, can I bring my team? And she said, well, there's some qualifications. So they wanted kind of director level in the beginning. And some of my team, like Tanya, couldn't fly. Charlotte doesn't have a passport. Brittany has little kids. Like, not everyone could just pick up and go. And then I said, can I bring other girls? And she's like, yeah. I don't think she realized I was talking like about sister directors, but like, so that night I invited some of my good friends that I love and love their business sense. I love their hearts. I love their integrity. I love everything about them. And so I reached out and I'm like, hey, can you guys come on a Zoom? And this was like 10 o'clock my time. And this is like 1. And then they had to wait because I had someone show up my door again. And they had to wait. We were on a Zoom at 2 a.m., you guys. And they waited. And like at one point, Anya sent me a message. She's like, are we still doing this? I'm like, I know, someone just showed up. I'm so sorry. So we get on a Zoom and it's so late. So late. And we've been all, like, remember, we've bawled our eyes out all day long. I've told my team, we look like such bad messes. It was so funny. And we just talked about it. And basically we all were like, you know what? They're willing to fly us in to take a look. And how would we know what it's all about? I mean, I had my history with them, but they didn't. And I was like, I think we should go. Like, why wouldn't we? And so we did. And you guys, we were blown away. Like, we were blown away by the whole thing. Right from the minute we walked in, I felt valued. I felt safe. I felt like I had a home. And that's what I'm looking for in my business. I don't want to just jump. I'm not a jumper. I stayed with Beauty Control for 10 years. And I was on until the bitter end, and I would have stayed. I know I would have. Like, I am so loyal. No. I just gotta, people are still texting me. No. Sorry, like, because they're signing up, and I'm like, don't do that. Go to checkout. We have an offer. That's why I have to just tell her. Okay. I've never multitasked this much in my entire life. Like, some days my head feels like it's going to explode. Okay, so again, we were blown away. Yeah, talk amongst yourselves. Thank you. Well, people are still texting. And it's like Cindy. I got to answer. I'm not, it's Cindy. Okay, so these women came in with me and they trusted me, and they, they came in, and we had, again, our hearts are still with our company. Like, we love Beauty Control. And so our hearts were there, and we love the products. That's why we stayed for so long. So we were like a little bit of a hard sell, right? And so first we heard the president and the vice president. They talked about their values. And then we got to play with the products, and it was awesome. And then, everything throughout the day was just amazing. And it kept getting better and better and better. And we're like, holy. And so I want to share with you kind of, I've come home and thought about it. And I'm like, why do I love this so much? So number 1, the products and customers. Okay. The biggest thing for us coming from a direct sales industry is we have clients, right? We sell to our customers. All this stuff and people coming to my door in the middle of my Zooms, those are clients. And I love my clients, and I want to keep clients. I still want to have a customer base. This company is customer focused. So it's kind of like a hybrid between what we had and like a bit better comp plan though. So it's like direct sales. They have customers. But the difference is you're not doing all of this. Like, if you could see my house right now, it looked like an actual bomb went off of bags and products all over. And that is why my mom is here helping me get my orders out, because I can't even keep control of it all anymore. It's like a bomb. And so, okay, do I want customers still? Yes. If I didn't have to do all that, okay. I do deliveries, you guys. Like, every time I take my kids anywhere, we do delivery. They're like, where are we going today? Because then you can write your trip off, right? So I'm smart. So everywhere I go, there's deliveries. We're not going to have to do that. So that was really appealing to me. At first, I was a little bit apprehensive. Goodness. Oh my goodness. I think we were double signing people up by accident. It's so crazy right now. Squirrel. I'm going to not look anymore. Their website targets customers. So when you log onto their website, you have no idea that you're in a company. You just think it's like a cool shopping website. So there's nothing on there about comp plans and all the icky part that our customers don't care about our business plan. They just want to buy products from us. So that was important to me, that it looked like a true customer website. they have, for every one worker, they have 10 customers. So it's a 10-to-1 ratio, which is crazy in our industry. But even better than that, customers can refer other customers to the business. And so that was something that 2 years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, this is brilliant. So I have this cool thing that's called Share the Love. So let's say my Aunt Mary starts using the products. She's using some shampoo and she loves it. And she's having, lunch with my cousin. And my cousin's like, hey, and Aunt Mary's like, well, yeah, it's, Jen's company. It's awesome. But you know what? Why don't you just check it out? Here, I give you a coupon. Aunt Mary sends my cousin a $10 coupon. And when my cousin buys from her, Aunt Mary gets $10 in product credit as well. And my cousin gets $10 off her order. So I love that. And so I don't know if you guys know the company called Gilt, G-I-L-T, and that is how they built their entire business, and they grew fast and big, and it's all just referrals. So how I heard about it is my girlfriend sent me a link where I got a coupon off my first order, and of course I'm a girl and I like to shop, and it was late one night, and I can't go shopping here, so I clicked, and then I bought a bunch of crap. It was nice crap, though. It's really nice crap. But I bought a bunch of stuff because I'm at home, and oh my gosh, well, what happens? Then they send me a link that I can send to my girlfriend and I get credit. Okay, of course I did it, right? So Gilt is built very big on this kind of model. So I love that. These guys had 30,000 new customers in the month of May, but kind of the really cool part, 20% of those new customers were from that, like not the original person, friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. All of that comes back to us in our business. It's all tracked back to us, though, if we're doing that for a business. So it's the best way that your customers can help you and refer, and it still helps you in your business, right? Okay, what else did I love? Tech support. You guys, they have a mobile app. They have a mobile app. Oh my gosh. I actually went and met with a company about getting my own app that would somehow link to my page, but it was like way too much and too much money and all of that. And the angels sang, they did. They have a mobile app. Even better, you go on that app and you're like, doodle-doo, looking at your stuff. And then you get distracted. You have to go make dinner, change your baby's bomb, whatever you got to do. Later on, you get a little thing that says, oh, did you forget you have things in your cart? And you're like, oh, I did. Oh, I got to go back, right? I love that. They have this thing that's called retargeting. I never knew what it was called, but once they explained it, I was like, oh yeah, I totally know what you mean. So when you are on Facebook, and then you jump over and you look up, cheap flights to Bora Bora, right? And you're looking, and then you go back to Facebook, and all of a sudden it's like everything in your feed is about Bora Bora. So that is called retargeting, and it is brilliant. And I didn't know what it was, but that is what that is. So when, again, they're on the site and go back to their Facebook feed and they're looking at videos and pictures of their friends' kids, guess what comes up? Our site. So it's super cool. So that's called retargeting. They take care of our customers. They do emails. They do email touches. They do your order is on its way, all of that. We don't have to do any of that. We don't have to deliver it. It comes to them. There's ways that customers can get free shipping, which is super cool. So essentially, our clients in our existing business have a home here. And my biggest thing was I don't want to join something, that would be where you have to join. Like, I don't want to join a company where my customers, basically my clients, have to join to access the product, because those girls are not used to that. I have 400 clients. They've never joined. They don't want to join. They just want to use the products, right? They want to be my customer. So we still have a home for them. But you can join this company, like many of us probably will, because most of you on here are more of our workers, our leaders. You can join. And then when you join, you have options. So it's $39 to join, which is brilliant. And then you join and you have options. So you could either just choose to sell and have customer pods that are all referring, right? And you make a commission on that. Or you could choose to build. And so then you would also have customers, because the builders, we're going to have customers as well, and we would be able to build. So that is kind of cool. Once you join for $39, it's super cool. Other things I love, they've been around for 30 years. So I wanted the history, but new. And so 4.5, 5 years ago, their current CEO, he was with another company for 27 years. He grew it like mad. They're one of the top companies in the whole industry. Used to be called, he was with Nu Skin. He came to us and 5 years ago, and they basically said, okay, we've got great products. This was the original Live Clean company. They were clean before it was cool, right? They're clean when people were doing all sorts of bad stuff in our skincare and our everything. So they kind of have that. So they have the products they have are amazing, but it was like an older business plan. So they came in and they said, okay, we want this new, like we want to have it be the best of both kind of customer, marketing, social marketing with still a really great comp plan. So they came in and basically did this whole shift retail. It's called Shifting Retail, and it is brilliant because, again, we all buy these products in our stores, and it's just a way about shifting that so that you can buy them from yourself, your customers can buy them from you, but also it's a great business plan. So I like also that it's small. We're not going to get swallowed up. One of the things I love most about Beauty Control was we were a small company and we had a bit of a voice, and they would listen to us if we had suggestions. They would listen, and I love that. And so for us, this company is small. There's only 8,000 consultants in the US, although I think like in a month, that's going to go way up, just saying. And 1,000 and again, he never gave me an accurate number. He says less than 1,000 in Canada. In Canada, it's open. So think of it like a store's opening, and they're having their launch, which is like a grand opening on November 17th. And I think we're going to double the consultant count by the time we launch, because it is like, you guys, I can't even it's blowing up. Oh, is that your birthday? You need to come to Toronto. Just saying, trip to Toronto. Everyone needs to come to Toronto because that's where it's launching. Okay. So again, hybrid business model. I love. Your husband can do this with you, because when I show you the products next, he's going to want to do this with you. All the husbands right now are like, yes, we have something. And think of it, it's got like, the products are sexy. It's got great branding, great image. They kind of, everyone's saying their reputation kind of thing. It's the next level sexiest company in the whole industry with the best comp plan, which again, for those of us who are working, and this is like our full-time thing or our part-time thing, we want a great comp plan to support that. They did $4 million last year. They had 900% growth this year alone, 900% growth. They are debt-free. And it is not a corporation, so not like what we were in before. So that made me happy, because I was like, oh, like we saw how that whole corporation it wasn't great for us, right? So tons of good stuff like that. Again, when you think about people always talk about that proverbial ground floor. That's where I think, and I don't really believe that, because no matter where you come, you can do really well. But my point is, I like coming into a smaller company than a larger company. They are in 30 countries. I think I said that. Crazy, crazy, crazy exciting. Okay, so that tells you about the company and why I like it. Love their marketing, love everything about that. Now I want to talk products. Every time you order, so when Aunt Mary orders some toothpaste from me, they send this beautiful, massive catalog with her toothpaste. One toothpaste. So I got to tell you, because it was so busy that day, I didn't even get a chance to look at this really well until I went home on the plane. And like the beginning is like a story about how what the company's goals are. And it's about, there's nothing in here. Again, when you read the catalog, there's nothing about joining. There's nothing about, you don't even know that it's a company that you could join. It talks about how their mission is to remove harmful chemicals from everything you use. Their goal is basically to be in 20 million homes at the end of 2020, which is crazy. Then the next page talks about their products and how they go through this 10-step quality product thing. We toured the warehouse. Well, I didn't get to because I missed that part because I had to go talk to one of the guys. But they all toured the warehouse, and I was like, so next week I get to tour the warehouse. Amazing. And then all the whole day, we just kept trying more and more and more product. And we were like blown away. Because I got to say, we love our skincare girls. We know that. We love our anti-aging. We love all of that. So for us, it was like really hard. It was like we're, cheating on our, like picking your favorite kid almost, right? And I was like, so they gave us this really great, right here, this one, the antioxidant gel. It's vitamin C. It reminded me of Cell Block C in the old day when it smelled really yummy and like vitamin C, except it's a gel, which is better for my skin anyway. All of their packaging is clean and gorgeous and all says crafted in Utah. It's beautiful. The company's name is Modere. So if you look on their site right now, you'll see that you do not know, again, there's nowhere for you to join. There's none of that. I love that. It's a customer-driven company. You guys, they got samples. The Sample ID skincare anti-aging system. This is what they would call the champagne facial. Would be very similar to our oxygen mask. We actually did it there. Yeah, Vic, keep doing your makeup. We're probably all getting a lesson. She knows what she's doing. Like, seriously, we all need to just watch her and learn. awesome products. Look at the packaging. The bag they sent us home in. It's beautiful, clean looking. Like, I've talked to lots of people. So it is in Canada. So I've talked to some people now who have used it and they're like, it's brilliant. It's so good. Like, there's nothing in the line I don't like. So they have history. They've been the clean company, living clean for a long time. Their whole thing right now is live clean. Like, it's like a live clean revolution, which everyone wants. So live clean in your home, live clean in your body. The price point is wicked. Again, a lot of times when you join another company, the prices are inflated and then you get a discount. So I like that the prices aren't inflated and my customers are going to be super happy, spending $8.99 on a toothpaste in Canada, $6.99 in the US. That's reasonable to me. Like, okay, I could do that. Clean toothpaste. Their toothpaste has the only toothpaste in the industry that have the EWG, the Environmental Working Group stamp. There's 4 main pillars of products. So obviously skincare. I could not go anywhere that did not have skincare. I had a lot of companies reach out to me and I was like, if you don't have skincare, I could not transition anyone. Like, there'd be such a block. I need skincare. I want to look as young as I can for as long as I can. I'm telling you, I will use it all, no matter girls, curls, everywhere. So the skincare is awesome. Skincare, anti-aging. So that's one pillar. And I said to him, this is going to blow up when all these beauty control girls get in here because we love our skincare. The other sort of main area is weight loss, which their weight loss, the M3 system, is amazing. They actually went out and so a lot of times if they don't have the product, they'll go find a company that does have a wicked product and just buy them so that they're able to bring it in. So their M3 system was a company that they bought. And again, I've heard amazing testimonials of people losing all sorts of weight using it. So that's their biggest kind of area in the company now. I think skincare is going to come up once we all come in. Then they have supplements, all your vitamins and everything. Again, I buy all those all the time. So now I can just buy them through my own little store. And then household. Again, I buy all that crap. I just spent, before this, it makes me actually kind of sick. I just went and I was like, you're out of all your cleaning stuff. And I went to the thing and I loaded up because it was like a get 2 and you get a better deal. Loaded up. They all have chemicals. It's all crap, for sure. But this was say 5 days before this happened. And I was like, oh. So I'm going to get rid of all that. And now I can have clean products. You can donate. Yeah, I can donate that. I guess I can donate it all. Yeah, that's true. Someone needs cleaning products. So 4 main things. They have samples. The products are awesome. They smell good. They feel good. They no fragrance and things that aren't supposed to have fragrance, like skincare. Everything is super clean. Some products are vegan when they need to be vegan. Oh, my favorite that I keep forgetting about, which I think this is the other company they bought, was a company called Jasuru, which is really hard to say. Modere is much easier. And their big line was called BioCell. So BioCell, you guys, is a liquid. Did you get the BioCell? You're getting a week head start on us. You're going to have way younger skin than the rest of us. So wrong. It's so wrong. Their BioCell is, so it's you drink it. So Candy keeps calling it drinkable skincare, which I think is brilliant. I'm so using it. So it's a drink. You drink it and it gets your body to produce collagen, and it's hyaluronic acid in there. It's cruelty-free, thanks, and PETA, everything certified. But the BioCell, and we have so many videos on this, you guys. So after, ask us for the videos. The BioCell, I just watched a thing this morning. It was crazy what it's doing, actual studies with people with arthritis. It's great for your hair, skin, and nails. I have super fine baby hair. I'm going to be drinking that stuff like nobody's business. I'm telling you. My mom had arthritis, so I want her to start it. I'm just telling her she's doing it. So really, really great. And that product is kind of one that I'm most excited to get into. And I think that would appeal to any of my customers and clients right now, because we do all of that from the outside, right? And it gets our body to produce all of that. Let's do it from the inside now too. What a great thing. Yes, what are you guys saying? All the packaging is biodegradable. Even the little peanut thingies they put in your boxes are biodegradable. So they're a very clean company. Everything is good. The laundry pods smell delicious. I think I got a few of those. They're still in my suitcase that I haven't unpacked. I'm leaving again next week, so it's probably not going to get unpacked. Yeah, Anne was just saying, so again, these girls got to tour everything, and they're so committed to clean living that it's even evidenced in their facility because it's all wind powered. It's so cool. It is so cool. Oh, the weight loss system comes in a box that looks like a gift set from Macy's. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, so products. So we love them. Like they blew us away. Makeup. Everyone's like, where's the makeup? First thing I said when I looked at the website, I'm like, oh, back out the bus. Where is your makeup? And they're like, it's coming. It's coming. It's in Australia. So these guys are in 30 countries. Australia already has it. Now, so I said, oh, you guys, and I'm like, how quick? And they're like, well, we can't promise you, but you girls coming in is sure going to speed it up. And so I got to share this with you guys because I was in the washroom at lunch. And so I said, you know, if we could get it and at least touch it and feel it, I think that would help the girls in the room. And he's like, oh, Australia, blah, blah, blah. So then I'm in the washroom at lunch and I come out after lunch and these girls are like rabid dogs on like a bone or something in the middle of the room, and they're like in there and there's like packaging going, and I'm like, and they were so loud. Like they were like, oh my God, look at this, look at this. So I go over there, well, they've got the makeup. So the international VP brought them a box of makeup, and it was like, I can't even explain. It was like a kid in a candy store. And I am not a makeup girl, so it's so not like my thing. So I just basically stood back and watched them go insane and try it. And so the international VP was standing there, and I go over to him and I'm like, see what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, I kind of get it. I get it now. And I'm like, yeah. And I said, times that by, like, picture how huge this is. And so I said, we can speed that up, right? And he's like, oh yeah. You bring me the heat and I got the wood. I'm like, oh, I love you. So Vic, I want to let Vic talk because I'm not a makeup girl. The packaging was pretty. Holy, it looked like MAC, I thought, but I'm not a makeup girl. They were like putting it on. They probably all are going to get an eye infection because they shared the mascara, just so you guys know. I did not because I don't know how to do half of that stuff. But Vic, you should share about the makeup because that's like your thing. And she's like going to school for all this stuff too.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So yes, I am in school and I'm super excited to still be doing that. And I guess what I'm most excited about is I'm going to be able to transition into this and do it alongside, you know, my skin and beauty business as well, because it's just so simplified and so beautiful how everything is shared. So I'm super excited, but I was definitely excited to see the makeup in person. So really important, especially when you've built a business already on skincare and makeup. So I was looking for a few things. Yes, the packaging, really sleek, sexy, really futuristic. So, I mean, it looked really modern. It really did look like MAC, very similar to a lot of high-end makeup packaging. And but not a lot of waste. It was done right. So they're very in tune with all of that. So there wasn't a lot of packaging, unnecessary stuff. Colors were really highly pigmented. We put them on. I actually put them on my face. A lot of the girls were just swatching it on their hands and stuff, but I wanted to see it. Yeah. I put it, the eyeshadow on my eyes, and I put the primer. Everything. Yes. And it wore, like that night, I had to take it off with makeup remover. Like it would not come off. Even what I put on the back of my hand was there hours later. I couldn't even wash it off. I'm not sure if it's waterproof, but Candy and I both could not get the makeup off the back of our hands without makeup remover. So I was really impressed with that. So the staying power, the pigments is really, really a big thing right now, because you don't want, when we applied it, it just took a little bit and there wasn't a lot of powder or talc or transfer or fallout and stuff like that. So it wasn't all over, our faces. So I have to say, I love the coloring. I loved everything that I saw. And the liquid makeup was very comparable to our Smooth, which it has been our best-selling makeup that they launched, about a year and a half ago? Maybe, was it last year or 2 years ago?
Oh, yeah. We only had it for a year. And then
so I sell the heck out of that stuff. I got people coming by here today to get some more. So I'm super excited about Mineral, just because it doesn't feel like you have any makeup on when you wear that foundation. So I just loved everything that I saw. So there were lots of shade choices as far as coloring and skin tones and things like that as well. we can still do the corms and the cools and the warms and all of those different color aspects. You know, I think there's something for everybody. So
it's so exciting. It was gorgeous.
It was gorgeous. I took a bunch of pictures.
Oh, yeah?
I kind of forgot about those. I'll post those so we can kind of all share them. Yeah.
Yes, that's a
I'll
great
put those in our group.
Yeah. And then we can share. So there's videos on everything, you guys. I mean, you don't have to know everything. There's so much you can actually, the comp plan video, all of that will get to you. So anyone that wants more information, make sure you reach out to whoever invited you, because this is like a bunch of us. So I didn't actually, before, I want to let you guys know. So the women that I brought down, again, I wanted to share because there was a really cool mix between Canada and the US, and I love it. So Cindy, Natalie, Ann Mertlin, Jackie Doty, Jen Kwam, Cindy, Natalie, and me, right? Is that 6? Cindy, Nat, and Jackie, Jen, me, 6. And then the girls from the US, Victoria, this is always so hard to keep track, Leanne, Candy, Anya, Paulette, Krista, Rhonda, is that 7? I don't think I missed anyone. Sleazy girls that came in with me, and again, trusted just to hop on a plane and seriously not even know where we were going. And it was so cool because throughout the day, we would be like, they'd tell us something and we'd be like, yeah, I'm not really believing you. So someone would clarify. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of strong women in that room. Like Krista just said this morning, we can be a blessing and a curse. And I was like, oh yeah, that's so true. We all are strong and all have our own thoughts, and like, so it would be like someone at the back would be like, well, I don't really believe that. Or I don't really, and then they would explain it. And sometimes, you guys, like, I have to say, there was tears all day long because they would tell us something really like good, like, comp plan thing, or something good about the product, or something good about like how our team will be supported. And we would start crying, always one of us. And then you couldn't even look, like throughout the day, I couldn't even look kind of to my right because I was like, you just keep crying way too much and I can't. So we were all so emotional still, and it was just crazy. But then it was like the feeling of like, oh my gosh, we found a home. And I said to them when they brought us in, I said to them, I just want to, so I asked everyone how long they've been in the business and their size of their teams. And when I was kind of doing so I met with the CEO and the VP privately and kind of did a big, like, this is what we're about. And I said, I want you to know that in that room downstairs, there is 138 years between us with the company. We were there for our lives. Like if Beauty Control was still, we would still be there. And they were like, holy. And I said, I know, 138 years in the room. And between us, I think I did the math, there's like 10,000 consultants. And I was like, that is huge. And that shows you that like, we're looking for a home. I want a home. I don't want like boom, boom, boom. I don't do that. That's why I've always still been with the company, but I want a home, and I want a home for my team. And we have big teams, and our teams are like, okay, what are we doing? Let's go. Like they're ready. That's why I haven't slept 8. I lost which is perfect. I lost 5 pounds this week just from like, I think my stomach is like, oh, and I'm going so much I'm not sleeping. I mean, I'll take it. I would be happy to lose 5 more until I get the weight loss system. Then I can totally rock it out, right? But it was so cool, you guys. Now, the comp plan is awesome. We're going to send you videos. But again, there's a home in our business for our customers, our clients, right? They can just keep being clients and they're happy. Except now they get things like free shipping. Hello. That is cool. So with like certain size orders, they get free shipping. Now there's a home for like more of our smart shoppers, our part-time girls. So they could join. It's $39 to join. They could join and they could have customer pods and just make money there. Or they could choose to build and have customer pods and build a team. So we have like a home for everyone, and it makes me super happy. And the comp plan is kind of unbelievable. Like I was doing some comparisons last night about like, okay, let's picture an EVIP who had a team volume of X amount, and I knew what we made on our plan. And then I kind of would look there and go, okay, wow, like that's definitely more substantial. I think my biggest complaint from my VIP, especially my poor VIPs, they're like, okay, really? I worked my butt off and I made $100. And I'd be like, I know, but like retail and da-da. This is different. They can make real money. And it made me excited because you know what? We all love what we're doing, but the reality is you got to feed your family. You got to pay your bills. You got to do all of that. And so I was really super excited about the comp plan. So again, we have good videos that you can just watch I've watched them like 5 times, and it's a different business model for us. Again, it's that hybrid between direct sales, social marketing with the MLM type comp plan. But again, I love that our people have no idea. They are just going on and they're shopping and they're getting this beautiful catalog that says nothing about joining our team, nothing about anything weird, right? Customers want to be customers. Customers do not want to be told they have to join to get the products. And that was my biggest hang up when I started looking for like other companies, is I was like, oh my gosh, if I have to tell them, well, yeah, sure, I can get you whatever I'm doing, but you got to join. Like I was just, one of my girls in my business group was like, doTERRA oils. I love them. So she did this cool thing and she was like, and I'm like, okay, I want to buy all of that. And she's like, well, we don't really sell it. You got to join. I'm like, oh, I don't want to. It's always sell me this stuff. So that makes me happy, right? That everyone has a home. Okay. I think I probably have missed something. Oh, and did I share like how I can picture using everything? Did I talk about that, you guys? Like how, you wake up in the morning. No? Okay. This is what did it for me. I brought this catalog home. I showed my boys, and my boys went straight to the sports section and were like, we want that, that, and that, and that. They all play baseball. They all want the energy drinks. They want the energy shot. They want it all. My mom looked at it. My mom was like, I want this, this, and this. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, right? So then I was like picturing, I was like, okay, everything in my home is beauty control, like everything. Everything I use on my body is beauty control. Especially since we got hair care. Thank you. So then I was like, okay, how would I use all of this? So then I started thinking, I'm like, okay, I wake up early in the morning, I have coffee. Now I could add an energy shot to my coffee maybe, right? Oh, I'm going to so kick butt at the gym next time. Okay. Then I go to the gym, right? So I wake up, I have my coffee, I have my energy shot, then I go to the gym. So now I've used one product. I go to the gym, I work out, I sweat, I come home, I smell. I usually have a smoothie right after the gym. So they have whey protein. They have shake stuff. So I would have my smoothie, put my fruit in, all of that. Then I would take my vitamins like I do every morning, except now I'd be taking my vitamins from them. Finally, because I'm really stinky, I would have to go have a shower. And I could use the hair care, the body wash, the moisture veil, the body butter, the skincare, the hair mask, like there's so much stuff. So finally, when I'm ready, after that big procedure, then I could come out, and if it's a day that I actually have to clean, I try not to, but some days I do dishes every day. So then you're cleaning, you're washing dishes, you're using the product for your laundry is going to be not toxic. Your dishes that you eat off is not toxic. The dishwasher pods, you brush your teeth with this. You use the mouthwash. It's just never ending, all of the things. My dog, you guys, the BioCell. I talked about BioCell? Yeah. Okay. They have BioCell for dogs. My dog, my golden retriever, is like 11, and she's really slow on her back end now, so it takes her a long time to get up. I'm going to try the BioCell on my dog. I can't wait. They have BioCell for horses. Like, it is just crazy, everything they have in there. My kids have their whole line. The men's line is huge. They have a men's line. So I'm just super excited. They have, the greatest stuff. So products are amazing. Anya is Goose. She has a new name now. Because she's like comes in and will tell you what I've forgotten, because there's usually some. So Goose, come on in and help me out here. Because I love that, actually. I know. Yeah, Danny made a graphic and it's really funny. I'll give it to you later. It's really funny.
Well, one thing I was going to say, one thing that tripped me up was the fact that we all pay retail. So we're used to the retail wholesale difference. So it's like, he goes, well, no one actually, makes any money off of the retail wholesale thing. And I'm like, we do. And it's like, no, we have to be honest that most of us don't sell at the retail price. Most of us are discounting, especially our smart shoppers are selling to their family and friends for their cost. And so I kind of had to get over that a little bit. And then we have to understand that when we're purchasing, the price points are so low that it's kind of what we would have been purchasing it for anyway. And we get paid on the back end of it. We're going to be able to make commission off of it. We also earn points as well. So it's just a different way to think about it. So I'm kind of excited about that. And it keeps people from undercutting us on Amazon and eBay, which is a detriment. It was a huge detriment to us in beauty control. So don't let that trip up. So I thought that was pretty awesome. And then I just have to let you know that Terry just used the men's hair care just now, and he was just leaving to go check on his mom because she had hip surgery. And he just came in. He was like, I like the hair gel. He just literally just came in and told me that. So little good review on the men's hair gel. One thing I was going to mention was the core values, because I apparently it's my part in this. When I just want to share with you guys that we did not go in this obviously haphazardly. This is something that, like Jen said, she's been Huggins. She's been researching for 2.5 years. We went out there real quickly over the weekend and did this, but also I talked to another CEO for over an hour and a half on the phone on a startup. We've been talking to other people. We just did this and went, yep, this is it. I mean, we've been talking to lots of people, and there were specific things that were important to us. So Jen had mentioned a lot of them, but specifically that we wanted, I was against an MLM. I'll tell you, a traditional MLM, if we're just signing people up and they can't get products, any other way than to sign up, and they have to do an auto ship, there's not an option, then I'm not interested. So I was like, if I don't like the products, those two things, I was like, it doesn't really matter what they offer me. I'm not listening any further. So those two things were big to me. And then the other thing is that I have to be able to make money, and my girls have to be able to make money. I mean, I was looking out for my team, and we all were. It was huge. So just so you know that there's a video that we'll share that shows very clearly how right away you'll be able to come in and make money. And the whole thing with the customers, I mean, you're going to be able not just make money today. You'll have people ordering on your site that you talked to 17 months ago, and you'll have people ordering on your site that you've never met before, that the company is giving them a book, and that the company's marketing to, sending them emails and text messages and pop-ups on their order form, and then following them in social media like Jen talked about. So I was just like, that's amazing. And then the final thing for me that was huge, I mean, there were a ton of aha moments that came about throughout the day, but was just, are these my people? Like, do I want to hang out with these people, right? I mean, so I was actually looking on the videos and the website before we went out there going, am I going to have to wear a blazer and hose and heels? Because I don't even know where you buy hose. Like, I literally can't remember the last time I had pantyhose on, and I don't want to be quite honest. And so, at all. So that just being silly, but to be honest, I mean, like, do I identify with these people? Like, do I feel good? Because I'll be honest with you, just like all of you, we've been getting so many offers. Join me. And there's just some people that I'm like, no, I wouldn't go to dinner with you, much less like be with you in a company. So these are their 5 core values. And they not only did they tell us this is what their values were, there were things in place that showed that they actually like live by these. So number 1 is to be vibrant, so that they want to give energy and that people feel positive after interacting with them, and that they want to be givers. And that's just who we are, right? That's already our culture, that we give and just want to make people feel better. And so I think that we're going to fit in perfectly with that. And being authentic, real, and not making false claims, and setting expectations that we can't meet for people. And then how we conduct business, we want to do that with integrity, that we want to make sure that we're just basically following the golden rule. We want to treat people the way we want to be treated. So that's really, really important to me, and being transparent. I'm pretty much, you get what you see, and if you don't like that, I'm sorry. That's who I am. Number 3 is being compassionate. Charity is important. They don't just have one charity like we did before, which was great the way we had, but they disperse monies throughout. And doing more and being more, and just inspiring people, which has always been what we've been about. Like seeing something in someone that they don't maybe see yet, and helping lift them up and stepping into that. And then not just, like I mentioned, not just recruiting people and then passing them on, which we've all done. I've done a million times. I've been recruiting a ton of people for a trip, and literally I've been guilty of seeing their name on a list and going, who recruited that person? And I'm like, oh crap, that would be me. And I don't remember. Anybody else? Am I the only one that did that? Okay.
Times.
I mean, so I love the 10-to-1 ratio, right? That there's one recruit customers. And so, and that those customers don't even really care if they know who, they just want to shop. They're about the product. So I think that's awesome. And then being humble, that we enjoy each other, we complement each other, that we work together cohesively for everybody's good, and just respect that they understand that they wouldn't exist if it wasn't for us. And then my favorite, I've already been hashtagging disruption 2017. And that's what's getting ready to happen, guys. We are getting ready to blow this up. Like, we've already been warning them at the warehouse, you better get ready, because you getting ready to get some raw materials, get some packaging going, because we're getting ready to blow this up. Because disruptive initially is like, how could that be a core value? Because that usually makes you think of something bad. And like, whenever I was actually called a rebel rouser by one of my employers one time, and I had to look that up. I didn't know what that meant. So I'm going to fit in perfectly. But the definition of disruptive in this case is, if you think of innovative, that's something new. You take something that's already in place and it's just a tweak. It's like an improvement on what has already been. And disruptive is like so different that you can't go back to the way it was. So we always give the analogy so far of like a movie place. We used to get in the car, drive to the movie place, and you'd walk around, right? You walk around the whole store, you pick out your movie, and each of you like pick out one. And then after that, it went to where you could just go to the Red Box and get one. And that was pretty cool, because you didn't have to actually go to the movie store. And then now those are all obsolete. We just get it off of our phone or off of the TV. So we can't imagine having to go rent a movie now. So I just think in 6 months, maybe less, that we are going to look around our house and we're actually going to have a dining room table that we can eat on. That's going to be like crazy talk. I mean, like I don't know if you
I know. Yeah.
You're going to have a coffee table that you could have like magazines on and stuff like that. And we're going to be like, oh my gosh, we can't imagine going back to how it was, even though, and that's not to put, I mean, you guys know my heart, I love beauty control, but just the process of how we did things, we're not going to imagine going back. And we're going to be like, this is awesome. We can actually sell that. We've always sold like, this is to have more time with your family and all that. We can actually be authentic in that. So I'm excited about it, guys.
Me too. And like, okay, I just want to say I'm going to have Anne, because I want to have Anne share, because it's kind of funny that we all were like planning and we're like, okay, well, we'll just do a couple teasers with our team and stuff. And then Anne the other day was like, oh my gosh, I talked to my team. They all want it and they don't even know what it is. And I was like, oh my gosh. So Anne, can you just share, because you had girls, you had like a few samples, you had girls that actually were able, like, it's like you held a social, really. That's what they call their parties. It's a social.
Yeah, well, I was kind of really excited, and I have been, like when Jen asked me to go to Utah, I was just like, oh my gosh, seriously had no idea. I'm just trusting her that this was going to be awesome and hoping it was going to be awesome. And I got to say, before I continue, is that, honestly, I couldn't be more thrilled with the group of women that we're working together to create something amazing. Like, honestly, could not have done a better job handpicking you guys, than Jen did. So I'm really excited to be working with these amazing women, and we all have some really great strengths, and we all bring something to the table, which is really cool. But so we got back from Utah, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am just like exploding, and I need to share. And I put a message in and said, hey, if anybody can come out, like come over and I'll share. And okay, seriously, I have like these 2 little samples and a bar soap. And I have shampoo and conditioner. Sorry, Jen, I took that one. And you know what? I didn't have a lot of products, but what I was able to share is what Anya just shared about the core values of the company and their commitment to clean living. And I don't know, like I've shared this story before, but when I married my husband 20 years ago, one of the things in our vows is that he asked me to love, honor, and recycle. And I'm not even kidding. And I'm like, really? You want me to say that in our vows? And he's like, it's really important to me. So I said, you know what, honey, if that's important to you, then I can love, honor, and recycle. I can do that. So he's like so incredibly excited about this business and loved the products already. And when I told him that the facility was wind powered, he was just like over the top, beyond excited, and he is loving everything. But when I shared it with my team, you know, like the 3 girls came out and I just shared from my heart. And honestly, I had 2-3 little products to show them, but they caught my vision, and they saw what I saw, and they were just like, they're like, we're in. They didn't know how much, I didn't know how much it was going to cost to get in. I didn't know, they knew nothing about the comp plan. They're just like, we're in. And it turns out that one of the girls that was here had actually used these products. And when she found out that they were the same products, she was like over the top. She's like, I'm in right now. That's it. I'm in. And I don't have the toothpaste, Krista. No, I did not steal the toothpaste. It wasn't me.
Someone took the toothpaste.
Somebody took the toothpaste, but it wasn't me, honest. I got the shampoo and the conditioner and the hair oil.
They gave us like a huge box of stuff to like play with. So during the day, they're like, what do you guys want? And so we're all being polite. We're like, yeah, I think it was Quam too. I really do. So we're being polite. We're like saying one thing, and then they'd ask again. And Anya's like, no, they want to know what we want. And then they'd say, so we'd say one thing again. And finally, I think Anya's like, you guys, like they're asking us what we want. And so then they're like the whole thing, right? So I was just like typing our big list. I gave it to them. We get back to the hotel room, and there's like this huge box of all this stuff. And so we take it upstairs, and I got to tell you, and then Cindy and I went and we had our little talk, and we were still, again, in mourning, right? We cried our eyes out. We're so sad. So we're doing all the crying and stuff. And then by the time I got back to the room, it was all gone. It was gone. It was like total gone. So Cindy missed out. I missed out. Jackie went to bed. She missed out. And so someone, and the toothpaste went missing really early in the day, and no one will fess up to it, but someone's got nice breath for sure. Not me. Yeah, too bad, so sad. Okay, so there's
I think the last thing I would say, Jen, like just one more thing, is that what I'm finding is that it is so easy to share about this company. There's just so, it doesn't matter whether you love skincare or you want to use clean products in your home or have your kids use toothpaste that you don't have to call poison control if they swallow it. You know, like just everything about this, there's everything is so easy to share. And every single person I've shared with has just been totally excited. And I'm just like, wow, this is awesome. Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. I'm getting some private questions. Husbands. So we were told it's actually better to keep him as a customer versus a co-applicant. So you want to keep your hubbies as your customer. He can be a big customer for you. Another question, I'm just going to address it because there's some back order issues, right? You remember me telling you, like in starting January till now, they've had 900% growth. So any company that experiences that kind of explosive growth, like they're basically like, holy crap, right? We're just trying to keep up. So they had some back order issues. They're almost all there. And again, when we were there, the girls saw like there was pallets of raw ingredients, tons and tons and tons. So they know, again, they had that big spike, and any company that's going to happen to you, you're going to have a back order issue. So now they've kind of addressed it, corrected it, and moving forward. And we're like, hey, you know, that's happening again. Like, you know, we're bringing the heat and it's going to happen again. So they have addressed that. Try to see if there's any other questions that I had. Oh, the big thing before I forget, you guys, is we have an offer. Like, this is the other thing. So us going in there as this massive group, we have, you know, we can ask them things. And so we're like, okay, this is awesome. And we're all in, like we were like all in, but I was like, what about my team? Like I have a team who maybe they feel a little bit burned because their company closed. Maybe they have inventory and they're, you know, they just did an order. Like, no lie, I signed up a woman the night before it was announced at the like strike at midnight kind of thing. The next morning we're told it's closed. So I have to reach out to her. I'm like, people like that are like, okay, you guys are crazy. So it really was important. So we said, we really need something that we could take to our teams and our consultants and our people, anyone, it doesn't need to be just beauty control, but that you as a former beauty control consultant, you as a good leader, you as everything could feel good about turning around and saying, you know, I'm partnering with a new company and I feel good about it. And here's something that they're doing for us. This is only for us, which is really cool. So any of you can join today. You're going to want to make sure that after this, you reach out to who invited you. And if those of you are like, you don't really know, reach out to your director and then we will help you. Because if I have someone on my team that, again, so let's say I'm going to use Karina for an example. Okay, Karina, let's say I'm your director and she reaches out to me, but Karina is under a really strong EVIP. I would want Karina to stay with her EVIP because that would make sense if her EVIP is doing this. If her EVIP is not doing this, then I'll bring her on. So I want you guys just to kind of reach out to us because we'll help you with some of that too, and kind of, because it's so overwhelming right now. But the big thing I want to tell you is what they're doing, and it doesn't launch until next week, I think on the 1st, but we can't wait. We're like, again, you have 13. I'm telling you, these girls have been like on me. Jen, give me the offer. Jen, we need to sign up. Jen. And so every time I'm like, okay, I got that. And there's like, Jen. And I was like, oh. And so we've got an offer. And so basically anyone that joins, you can join today. You're going to need whoever's link. So you do this. It's a little different than we're used to. You're going to need the link. But you can join today for $39. That's all you want to do. You do not want to buy a product yet. Because on, like, I don't know the date. I'm thinking Wednesday, hopefully. But on Wednesday, what's going to happen is you're going to then be able to do like a purchase with purchase, a wicked purchase with purchase. So join for $39, get your foot in the door. And again, when you log on, when my screens, you just scroll by all the product stuff. Like it'll give you, when you join, because it gives you really cool product packages, just scroll by, go to the bottom, continue, continue. So ignore all that because you don't want to order now, because when you order on Wednesday, so I think how it kind of looks is like, you know, maybe you do a smaller package and they're going to give you a really nice bigger package for free on top of it. So you'll essentially get a free product package that'll be a really good assortment of everything they have. And you can always add stuff on, of course, if you want, but it's awesome. So you can definitely get started. I mean, that's why our phones have been blowing up today. This is recorded, so I'll send it out after. And yeah, you're welcome to share this. You guys are welcome. The tools that we have are, we're going to have a Facebook group that will get started. So you're going to have that. We have videos galore. Like they'll show you how to do a social. They'll show you how the comp plan works. They'll show you how to talk to people about this new great clean living company. They're going to show you like you name it, you guys. It's crazy. The leaders in this industry, again, I've been watching these people for a couple of years, and a lot of them came over from other industries, so they had success before, and now they're just like dialing it in and having massive success. And so we have access to all of that, and we have access to the training. Justin Prince is one of like biggest people in the industry, and that's who next week when we go down there, I think he's going to be there. So we have all of these cool things and huge support, like Vic just said, everything. Like every single thing, if you have a question, there's a video. Like I was like, because I do a lot of videos for my team. Anyone that's been on my team, they're like, okay, she's like the YouTube queen. I keep saying, Doug, keep telling him I'm the queen of everything, but I'm like, I was the YouTube queen. I did it all. Okay, I'm like, I don't have to do that. There's already videos made. It's so cool. Yeah, Victoria somehow already talked to Justin Prince. I don't know how that went down, but she has. Like, lucky her. Just a little jealous, super cool. Okay, the offer is going to be, I believe, for the month of August, but I don't know. Again, and why would you wait? Are you kidding? Like, so get your foot in the door now, $39. You can start sharing this, you guys. I'm gonna make this available so you can share. And then there's so many videos also online, but it's like exploding. As you can tell, and lots of you who are on are texting me right now, and I was like trying to reply to you. Yeah, this is crazy. I have probably 30 messages in my inbox that I haven't even had a chance to go through. I have all these texts. It's like utter craziness, and I haven't felt this excited for a long, long time. This reminds me when I started Beauty Control and I knew nothing, and that's kind of how I feel now. Like, I know the products and I know I love the products. I don't know anything else. Like, I don't know the best. I'm just like running with passion, full steam ahead. And that's all I know right now. And it's exciting, and it's going to be an exciting time. And I really feel that for all of us, the potential is huge because A, we're coming in as one big, strong, crazy family because we are a little crazy. And we're coming in at a really great time. I'm like, hey, let's go do business in Italy next year. Are you kidding me? Write it off and let's go to Italy. Yeah, there's so much good stuff. So anyway, I'm going to sign off. I'm super excited. Any of you that want more information, reach out to us, or your director, whoever your director is, whoever invited you to this. Like, again, it's about whoever invited you to this, and I'll send the recording as well. And I think that's it. Does anyone have any? I've been answering the questions. Yeah, let's disrupt. Hashtag disruption 2017. We are going to blow this up. Like, we are already, just saying. It's crazy. I don't think they sent me a text this morning. So, like, again, like my way up lines, and they're like, have you guys already, I'm like, yeah, are you kidding? Like, it's just like every time I turn around, they're like, oh, you have enrolled a new member. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So they were like, okay. And I'm like, just tell me, I just still need to just enroll them now. We'll figure it all out later. And he's like, yeah, okay, good, go. So I was like, okay, that's all I need to know. Yeah, I don't want to overthink it. All I know right now is trust in my leaders, because I don't know this. And just go ahead and go with your heart, with your integrity, feel good about what you're doing. Again, you know, guys, there's lots of stuff out there. This is what we're doing. And if you want to jump on, yay, we're going to have a big disruption. If you don't, we still love you. We still love you. Yeah. We may look a little younger, but we still love you. Okay, I gotta go. Love you guys. Take care. I'll post this when it's recorded. Take care. Bye.